Our first dance is going to be At Last. When I saw the president and the first lady dance to that, I figured, well, everyone's going to be doing this for weddings this spring. But since we have really one of the first spring weddings, we can do it and not seem like we're copying everyone else. Hi, my name is Ion, and this is the story of how I met my fiancée, Gigi.
We met May 8th of 2008 at a Hudson Union Society event. It used to be called the Oxonian Society, and they have these quarterly mixers.
And they will invite the alumni of various elite schools to go to the mixers.
Ion and my friend Bowie and I started chatting.
Really, I saw an attractive woman on the balcony, and so I decided that we should go talk to them.
And Ion and I chatted for a while and then went our separate ways. I then ran into my friend Bowie again, who said, "What happened? You guys seem to be hitting it off." And I said, "Yeah, we were." She was very adamant that I should go back and continue my conversation with him.
Gigi had John Perkins' new book, The Secret History of the American People, so I thought that was an excellent entree.
And he had mentioned that this coming Friday, there's a John Perkins lecture. So I gave him my card so he could send me the information. And we started talking on the phone, and we didn't actually, he's so busy and I was so busy, we didn't actually meet up for about 3.5 weeks after that.
So I guess if you're looking for mixer tips, is bring a buddy so you don't just walk out and miss an excellent opportunity to be successfully mixed. We went to this really terrible reworking of Aristophanes' The Frogs.
And let's just say it was not the best first date. When we got there, they announced that there would no longer be an intermission.
Which now we know is a signal to leave immediately, because canceling the intermission is a very bad sign.
So Ion and I, in August of 2008, did a backpacking trip in the Pacific Northwest.
I think a lot of people say that if you can take, a 2-week trip where you don't have a lot of distractions other than one another, at some point in your relationship, then that's a good test for marriage. Well, pretty early on, we started kind of explicitly evaluating the relationship for marriage.
Because I'm in my 30s and he's 40, you tend to have conversations a little bit sooner than you may have in prior years.
We made a list shortly after we met one another of things that we hadn't done. One of those things was hot air ballooning. Immediately when we made that list, I thought, that's how I'm going to propose. So the day before, I had intended to go ballooning. It was forecast rain. While I intended the proposal to be a surprise, Gigi had already picked out the ring. So it wasn't going to be a catastrophic surprise.
It was a Friday. It was at the end of a very long work week, and I had to work particularly late that night, and I was not in the best of moods. And I got home.
I came over. I brought her roses. I asked her to take a bubble bath.
Which I've never taken a bath. For whatever reason, I've been here for a year and a half. I had a bubble bath, and he prepared this wonderful meal. We had tried to have some spaghetti and meatballs when we were on a trip the weekend prior. And he had subsequently, we felt like we just didn't have the spaghetti and meatball experience we wanted.
I gave her a massage and said, I know we talked about marriage a lot, so I'd like to ask you if you'd like to marry me.
I said, yes, I will marry you.
So I put the ring on her finger and I turned the light on.
It flashed off.
Because the bulb itself was so overwhelmed by the emotionality of the moment that it couldn't hold its little magnesium filament in place.